At 65, Monica thought retirement would finally slow everything down. No alarms, no deadlines, no rushing out the door. She imagined quiet mornings, long breakfasts, and unhurried afternoons. But when her husband retired, a year after she did, something unexpected happened. The house got louder. 2 coffee cups every morning instead of 1. 2 sets of shoes by the door, double the dishes, double the paper, double the mess. And slowly, without either of them meaning to, the quiet tension started to creep in. Before we dive in, I have a quick question for you. Do you feel like your home gets messier after retirement, even though you have more time? Comment yes or no. I'll be reading them all, and I love seeing how everyone manages this stage of life. Last month, during a casual afternoon visit, Monica's sister looked around the living room and asked, "How do you and your husband keep this place so calm now?" Monica almost laughed because 6 months earlier, their home felt like it was fighting them every single day. His tools lived on the dining table. Her reading stacks covered every chair. Mail was scattered across every surface. The kitchen never fully reset. They weren't lazy. They were just tired. They weren't hiring help. They weren't doing exhausting cleanouts. They were using 6 simple daily habits that never added up to more than 20 minutes a day. And those 6 habits didn't just change their house. They changed how retirement actually felt. If you and your spouse are both home now and the mess feels louder than the peace you were promised, these habits can quietly reset everything. Habit 1. The 5-minute morning reset. Every morning, before the coffee is brewed and before her husband wakes up, Monica resets the house in silence. Not because he won't help, not because she feels responsible for everything, but because she learned that peace is easier to preserve than to negotiate. She sets a 5-minute timer and clears both coffee cups from the night before, both phones from the counter, snack plates from late television, and yesterday's mail. Everything gets one decision only. It is either put away, thrown out, or placed in one carry basket for later. There are no piles, no stalling. This single habit stopped the quiet resentment that used to build when clutter greeted her before her day even began. Now she no longer starts her mornings irritated. She starts them steady. If this sounds like something your mornings need, comment below and tell me where your clutter shows up first: kitchen counters, nightstands, or the dining table. Habit 2. The evening gratitude walk, done together. 3 nights a week, Monica and her husband tidy together in the evening. There is no rushing, no criticizing, no correcting each other. He returns his tools to the garage, she resets the kitchen. He straightens the living room while she clears the hallway. 5 minutes later, they meet in the bedroom with the house already settled. Lights go low, the noise of the day fades. No resentment follows them into the night. They also added one quiet layer to this habit. As they move through each room, they name one thing they are grateful still works in that space, one thing that made the room useful today. Over time, the home stopped feeling like a burden. It became a shared responsibility again. Sleep came easier, arguments softened, even silence felt lighter. If you and your spouse are both home now and the mess feels louder than the peace you were promised, these habits can quietly reset everything. Habit 3 is the joint one-touch paper system. Paper used to be their biggest enemy. Bank letters, prescription updates, insurance forms, warranty cards, retirement statements, appointment slips, all of it slowly buried their surfaces and their peace of mind. Now every paper touches their hands only once. They share 4 simple destinations: action, file, read, and recycle. His medical records go into one labeled folder, her prescriptions into another, shared bills into one visible tray. No more frantic searching, no last-minute panic before appointments, no expired paperwork discovered too late. Their dining table returned to what it was meant for again: tea, conversation, puzzles, and quiet afternoons. Paper stopped running their lives. Be honest, what paper stresses you most right now? Medical mail, bills, or appointments? Comment below and let me know. Habit 4 is the 2-person dish flow. Monica uses one place setting every day. Her husband uses one too. They each wash their own immediately after eating. No sink standoffs, no silent scorekeeping, no heavy evening cleanup that kills the desire to cook. Because cleanup no longer felt like punishment, something shifted. They started eating better without trying to. The kitchen now resets itself in minutes instead of hours. And without realizing it at first, they also stopped associating meals with tension. Food became neutral again, even enjoyable. If you want more habits that reduce tension instead of adding chores, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. This channel is built for couples navigating retirement together. And comment below, do dishes usually sit overnight at your place, or do you reset right away? Habit 5 is the shared 10-item reset. Twice a day, they reset exactly 10 items. Not 9, not 12, exactly 10. Her cardigan, his jacket, her glasses, his newspaper, 2 remotes, 1 stray mug, a book left on the arm of the chair. 10 items go back to where they belong. 2 minutes, twice a day. This habit quietly dissolved dozens of petty arguments that used to surface without warning. No more, "Why do you leave this here?" or "You always drop your things there." They learned to reset without accusation. The room stayed neutral instead of emotionally charged. That shift alone protected their marriage more than they ever expected. Which room fills up the fastest in your home? Living room, bedroom, or kitchen? Comment below and let me know. Habit 6 is the Sunday 15-minute deep spot. Sundays used to feel heavy. Too many tasks, too many expectations, too much guilt by nightfall. Now they choose one deep spot together. Just one, 15 minutes. Timer on, timer respected. 1 week it's the garage shelf, the next the hall closet, after that the medicine cabinet. One shared win, one visible improvement, no exhaustion. They even take photos, not for posting, but for proof on days when motivation runs thin. The house improves without stealing their entire day. If you're ready to stop feeling behind in your own home, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries so you don't have to figure this season out alone. And comment below. 6-month transformation, the real result. 6 months later, Monica says the biggest change wasn't the house, it was the atmosphere between her and her husband. No passive frustration, no silent scorekeeping, no waiting for the other person to finally notice. Their home became neutral again. Supportive, quiet. Their energy stabilized, their sleep improved, their patience returned. They stopped managing their space and started living in it again. That's what retirement was supposed to feel like. Start with 1. Your home should not become another full-time job at this stage of life. It should steady you, protect your energy, support your marriage, and give you back more than it takes. Start with 1 habit. Just 1. Practice it for 7 days. Let the system work before your motivation fades. And if you're walking this season of life with a partner, remember this. You don't need perfection. You need rhythm. You need fairness. You need systems that quietly prevent resentment before it ever has a chance to grow. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Which of the 6 habits are you most excited to try first? Comment the number below. 1 for morning reset, 2 for evening gratitude walk, all the way to 6 for Sunday deep spot. I read every comment and love cheering you on. And if you want more simple, realistic habits to keep your home calm and supportive after 60, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. Every video is built for this stage of life. No extremes, just practical systems.